Hi everyone, I'm Gio. I hope everyone's having the best blessed day possible. Today's Tuesday, November 12th, and as of today, I'm 586 days clean. On November 9th, I turned 46 years old, and I had the first year of my life ever that, since I can remember, that I was sober for an entire year. And by doing that, by accomplishing that, that feat, that goal that I had or whatever it was, but I accomplished that, my life has improved in every facet of my life. And I can actually say now that I don't want to use drugs. I don't need to use them anymore. I feel good without them now. And I don't need them to fit in. I don't need them to be accepted. I don't need them to be liked. I don't need to be around people that are using them. I don't need to be trying to fit in with people. I don't need anybody in my life besides the people that I have now. I have no concern for that anymore. Whereas before, for so long, I just wanted to fit in. I wanted to be liked, and I wanted to have people, around me, and I wanted to be near people and stuff and just try to be cool and try to just be something, be somebody, but now I don't have that anymore. I don't have that need anymore. That's all gone now. And the only reason why it's all gone is because I accepted God into my life. And by living my life to please God now, I don't have to worry about pleasing anybody else. And it's such an amazing, amazing feeling not to have that, to have all that lifted from me, to have all that pressure that I always had to fit in, all that pressure I always had to be liked, that I had to be cool, that I had to be all these things I always tried to be. I don't have that anymore. Now I'm just proud of the person I am. I'm proud of the person I am each and every day. I'm proud of the fact that every day I just set the goal. I'm going to be the best version of myself on this day. I'm going to treat everybody good. I'm not going to talk about anybody. I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to, participate in any sort of slander about anybody, anything. And I'm going to try to uplift every single person that I talk to. I'm going to try to be good to everybody I talk to. I'm going to try to, on this day, see if there's anyone I can reach out to lift them up. I'm going to try to do everything I can to be the very best I can be. And that's my only goal every day, is to please God and to live a life that's pleasing to Him, and to do that in such a way that I can just know that I'm growing, to know that I'm getting better, to know that I'm getting stronger. And that's what my concern now is, and now instead of, I can focus on things like getting my daughter Christmas presents. I can focus on things like getting my credit score the best I can get it, because I want to someday buy a house, because I want to someday buy a nice car, because these are the things that I can think about now again. Whereas I hadn't thought about these things since I was 20 something, before I could think about any of these things. Like I said, I got my permit recently, and I hadn't been able to drive legally since like 2006, 2007, when I lost my license. And I had such a bad opiate addiction that any extra money I possibly had, or even any money I had to go to getting opiates. That was the only thing that mattered, was having them. And then you're not living your life. Like, you're just going through the motions of life at that point, if that makes sense. Just the only thing that matters to me is getting the substance and being high. But while I'm high, I don't really enjoy anything, but I'm doing it just because it's the only way I feel okay. That's the only thing that I feel like I want it. I feel like I need it, but at the same time, when I have it, it doesn't do anything for me. But when I don't have it, that's all I can think about, and that's all I feel like I want. And so that's what my life becomes, and that's what every day is about. It's just about getting that. And so now work, you can't do your best at your job anymore, because no matter what, I'm just worried about if I got to get out to get something, or if I have something, maybe I work okay on that day. But aside from that, there's always something that I'm running to. There's always something that I'm trying to get to, and there's a point in my life where I became like an alcoholic, kind of like a raging alcoholic, a blackout drunk almost every night. So now when I'm at work, I'm always rushing to get there, because I want to drink that beer. I want to drink that drink. Or else, if I just smoke pot, I want to rush to get out so I can smoke pot. I want to, but now I can just focus on being present and doing the very, very best I can be, because I don't need to rush for anything. The only thing I rush for now is to please God and to be the very best I can be. these are the concerns that I have now. You know, I want to work out. I want to be the very, very best version of myself. I put all my time and energy into listening to podcasts, listening to everything I can, you know, as far as sermons, as far as just anything that's going to improve me. You know, that's what my focus is on being the best version of myself, being the 2.0 version, the 3.0 version of myself. That's what I want to be. So, but going through an entire year being sober, I was able to, you know, improve my credit score by 150 points. I was able to get an entire apartment and have a room, you know, that you see here, you know, a room that's set up just to make videos. I was able to make 83 videos, I think I have total on my page, you know, that I posted. I was able to work every hour that I was possibly needed, not miss one day of work. I was able to attend every single church service except for one where I was in Niagara Falls. I was able to attend every single prayer group except for one that I overslept and I missed. But it was really, really bad weather, and they told me that that was God protecting me on that day because I was riding my bike from Mohawk to Herkimer. But I was able to attend all that. I was able to attend every single Bible study. I did not miss one week of Bible study. Not one time did I say I can't come. I attended every single one, and I go every single week except for if for some reason that she couldn't make it. But I did that every single time. Every single time I was asked to help with the church, every single time someone needed my help, I was there to do that. You know, if I committed to it and I was there, I never said no, ever. I just said when I could do it. You know, I wasn't always able to do it at the moment that I was asked, but I would say I can do it on this day, and I was there. So it's about making commitments, and it's about just being there for other people and just being there for God, you know, overall. And that's the thing that I concern myself with, and that's what is making me feel this way. You know, I wake up every day feeling good. I come home every day after work knowing that I just worked as hard as I could on this day, and I did the very best I could, and I can be proud of myself, and I'm proud of the person that I am now. And it's just a really, really good feeling, you know, to do that. And I just did that consistently for an entire year. Did that absolute consistently. And it really, really does feel amazing. But in watching, like I've been watching all these videos on how to make my YouTube videos better, and it's gotten in my head now. So like this is like the 20th time now I'm shooting this video because I just feel like I gotta say this or I gotta do this, and then I don't like it, so then I stop shooting it. But I also, I paid my phone bill for, you know, almost a year, over a year straight now. So I was able to upgrade my phone to the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And these are things that I haven't done, you know, since I was in my early 20s that I hadn't been able to do. And it feels amazing. It feels so great. But just everyone that gave me all my birthday wishes, you know, everyone just had so many nice things to say, and everyone that is telling me how proud they are and how I'm an inspiration and all that. Like, it feels so amazing to be able to be that, but be able to like know that I'm that, and to be able to live it, you know, to know that I am that and I'm living that, and to know that I'm not going to let anybody down. Like, there's nothing that's going to make me let someone down. And I love that feeling. I love that that's who I am, and that's who I'm going to be forever. And I absolutely love that. And you know, like I said, 586 days clean. My credit score, you know, is up to 650-ish now, you know. But I'm thinking about, like, when am I going to be able to buy a house? What is the car that I'm going to buy? You know, like, these are the things that I'm thinking about now. And it's just, it's an amazing thing to be at this point in my life now, after being down for so long, after struggling for so long, you know, for so much of my life. Like, I went without paying a bill. I went where I'm like living on the county, paying this, not knowing if my electric's going to get shut off on this day, not knowing, you know, signing up for a cable service, but never even paying it. So I'm just waiting for it to get shut off. And just, it's just such a down way to live, you know, and just every money that I get, just trying to get something and never being satisfied when I get it, you know, never ever being satisfied. And I don't know, for so long, like I thought that was living my life, because I thought I'm trying to have the most fun that I can have, and I'm trying to make this day be the best day of my life. And that's how, like, I thought that was like living my life for some reason. But do I even remember any of those days? Does any of those days count for anything? No, they don't. But what I'm doing now counts for everything. Now every day that I do something for someone else, or I do something that I know that God is proud of me, that counts, for number one, my eternal life. It counts for karma in this life. It counts for what's going to come back to me in this life. And it's not even about that. It's just about doing stuff for other people, and so you're helping someone else, but at the same time, you're the one that gets all the rewards of it. If that makes any sense. I had to give one speech at church. I've given 3 speeches at church in 1 year time, where I've gotten up in front of the church. I've spoken 3 times, in my first year at church. I think that's pretty awesome. But the one speech that I gave, I just said that, everyone thanks me for helping. I always say thank you for letting me help, because that's given my life meaning. It's given my life purpose, and I truly mean that. Thank you for asking me to do this. When the one person, his name's Ed at church, he does a lot of things for a lot of people. He always asks me for my help. I love that I'm being counted on like that, and I love that I'm able to give my time and go spend time with him. And I love that I'm part of this prayer group where I get to go spend all this time with all these people that are so vested in the church and so vested in God, that I get to learn from, and I get to just be around them. It's such an amazing thing. And I have my Bible study every week with Karen Macrina, who's such an incredible, amazing person. And I get that time with her every week, and she's taking time out of her life to spend with me, and to teach me. And it's so incredible, everything that God has done, everybody that God has placed in my life, and how everything has just worked out the way that it has. To have my grandmother home from Florida, and now she lives on the same street as my church, and she gets to come to church every week with me. And she gets to, it's not like we just go sit at church. No, she goes there, and everyone wants to talk to her, because everyone likes me, and they all want to be able to tell her how much I mean to them, and how much of a blessing that I am. So my grandmother gets to hear that. My grandmother, who's always been on my side, who's always tried to lift me up and try to tell me, just put your trust in God, just to do that. Now she gets to see the rewards of all that, all those times that she prayed for me, all those prayers that she prayed for me to get better, and that she prayed for me to turn my life to God. She gets to see all those rewards in her life. She's 81 years old, but she gets to be a part of that now, and I got to make her be a part of that. We're going to do Thanksgiving at her house. It's the first time in my entire life that I'm going to have Thanksgiving with my grandmother, and it's awesome. It's so awesome. And just life has just became so abundant and so absolutely amazing. And it's only, as much as it is because of God, but it's also just because that I was able to get sober, and I was able to dedicate my life to being better and to do that. And you cannot do that if you're getting high. You can't do that if you are doing anything, if your life is about, if I thought at a point in time in my life where I was just drinking alcohol, I thought that's good, because alcohol is accepted, and alcohol, so it's not a bad thing that I'm doing, because I'm only drinking and that's accepted, and I'm going out to bars and hanging out. But no, because by doing that, I'm not focusing on getting better. I'm not focusing on trying to be the best that I can be. I'm not focusing on anything, And so, but I've learned all that, is that you can't. And then as far as getting ahead in life, you see everyone who's struggling, all you have, I heard this actually on a thing by Charlie Kirk, who's a Donald Trump representative. He just said that, in this world you have the people that are in poverty, that can't get out of poverty, but all their money goes to drugs, all their money goes to alcohol, so they can't ever save anything, they can't ever do anything good with their money. And that's true, because that's where I was at for so much of my life, where all my money had to go for that. That's what came first before anything else. But now it's my family comes first. My family needs anything, or else my church comes first. I make my tithes every week. I do everything that I can for that. But I don't know, it feels so much better. My life feels so much better, and I love the person I've become, and I love where my life is headed, and I can't wait to see all that I'm going to accomplish in this life. And it really, really does feel amazing. It feels so amazing to say 586 days clean. It feels so amazing to say I just went from my first birthday to birthday ever where I was sober for the whole time, you know, and I see all the rewards of it. You know, I went the first year of my life ever where I attended church for an entire year, and just to see how much growth I have and how much my life has grown and how much just the relationships in my life have grown, you know, that are meaningful relationships. Like, I thought, like, I had all these people that were my friends, you know, around the drug world, and everyone liked me and all this and stuff, but what did any of that matter? It didn't matter. I mean, it taught me a lot, and it gave me something that I can speak on now, and it gave me experiences that I can learn from and share to help other people. But aside from that, like, all those relationships, like, it's not that they don't care, but they're not capable of caring at this point in time in their lives. They're not capable of it because of their life is in the drug world. Their life is focused on being an addict, and that takes every bit of your life from you. You cannot do anything else besides that. It's only a matter of time before it takes your life completely. But now I don't have to worry about going to jail. I don't have to worry about when am I going to get picked up for one of these umpteen things that I did wrong. You know, I don't have any of those fears anymore, and it's so awesome. It's just such an amazing feeling going to sleep every day, knowing that, you know, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to be the very best I can be. And it feels good. It really, really does feel good. So that's what I got for you. I don't know, for better or worse. I don't know. I kind of lost my touch, I think, with these videos a little bit. But please let me know what you think. If you have any comments, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, all those good things that they tell you to do. I appreciate any support that anyone shows me. I love and appreciate anyone who watches these, and I do hope to make them better at some point in time. I did just order a computer, like an actual nice computer, so once I get that, I'm going to work on trying to make these the best I can be. But I love you all, I appreciate you all, God bless, and I hope everyone has just the best day possible, and everyone can improve themselves and become better and know how good that you can possibly feel, you know. But it all starts with God. Number one starts with God. That's the number one thing, because I don't think without that anyone can succeed to the level that they're gonna be capable of succeeding to. You know, that's where it starts, you know, first and foremost. But last thing I got is just remember, as nice as it is to be important, it is infinitely more important to be nice. I love you. God bless.